All right, welcome. This is Ruth. I am recording today to tell you the difference between a grid and a topic on Flipgrid. So I know it's a little confusing at the beginning. So, the easiest way that I can think of describing the difference is that a grid houses one whole area. So, for me, I have made each of my classes. Well, I haven't made every single one of them, but I could make each class their own grid, so that each time I use Flipgrid with these classes, I have them all housed in one area. Another way as a classroom teacher that you could do this is you could make a grid per subject or per project or per unit. So today I made an example of a unit. I made this research unit as one grid, and within that grid, I made different deliverables. So my first topic is my brainstorm topic. So this is going to be my first deliverable along the way. So I've asked the students to briefly describe what they're interested in researching and what their possible research questions for this topic are. And I made a little tip that I said write bullet point notes for you before you record. So they can record the research questions, I can watch them later, and I can give them feedback on their videos to see if maybe they need to dive a little bit deeper, or maybe they need to bring it back a little bit, maybe they've made too lofty of a research question, and move from there. Then, after they've decided their research question, I've made one topic that they can only record for 30 seconds, and they just have to say what their research question is. Then finally, after they've done all of their research, my final topic is what did you discover? And they have um, a little time to tell me what their research question is, what resources they used, and to provide two facts that help to answer their research question. So to review, I made one whole grid for a unit, and within that unit, I made these topics, which are my deliverables. So that's one way that you could use grids and topics. And another way, like with Aseta, I've made one whole grid for one class and then different topics within that class. So my first topic was introductions because I wanted to see how well they would use Flipgrid, and that within that I just asked them to answer what their favorite thing about spring is. And then my second topic was to tell me about their favorite book. And not all of them have finished recording that. So that's the basic difference between a grid and a topic. And in the next video, I'll show you how to actually create a grid and a topic.